On January 15, 1948, at 7:30 p.m., two police officers on patrol in Shinjuku found Nakamura, a middle-aged undertaker carrying several crates of tangerines on his bicycle. The officers looked at the box in his luggage rack because something looked suspicious. And inside was the body of an infant wrapped in a shirt and diaper.
Sir, this was a request from a nearby baby shelter. A poor child abandoned by her mother and dying of disease. I'm on my way to the crematorium now.
The police asked if there were many such children, and he replied that more than 20 bodies had been moved from the same center since August a year ago. Suspicious of the deaths of so many children, the police performed autopsies on the bodies of 6 recently deceased infants buried by Nakamura. As a result, it was revealed that 3 died of pneumonia, 2 from frostbite, and 1 from starvation. It was also found out that all 6 of them were terribly starved. 51-year-old Miyuki Ishikawa and her husband, 55-year-old Takeshi, who ran the baby shelter, were arrested shortly after being investigated by police on charges of taking a large number of lives. Ishikawa Miyuki was born in 1897 in a village of Miyazaki. After graduating from a prefectural school, she moved to Tokyo at the age of 18 and entered the Department of Midwifery, Faculty of Medicine, University of Tokyo. When she turned 23, she married Takeshi Miyuki, and she started running a baby shelter. As her career progressed, she became president of the Midwife Association, and in April 1947 she ran for a seat in the Shinjuku District Council as a member of the Liberal Democratic Party, but she was defeated. Born in Ibaraki Prefecture, Takeshi dropped out of a local agricultural school, enlisted as an active duty soldier, was promoted to sergeant in the military police, and later served as a police officer at the Metropolitan Police Department. After quitting the police force in 1926, he leads a comfortable life thanks to his wife Miyuki's diabolical business skills. From 1944, Miyuki had put a 3-line advertisement in the newspaper, and some mothers left their babies for 5,000 to 6,000 yen per child for taking care of the babies. Considering that a pack of cigarettes at that time was 7 yen, a monthly listening fee for NHK was 5 yen, and a newspaper subscription was 8 yen per month, the amount was quite large. She also sold the babies to anyone who wanted them for 300 to 500 yen each without telling the mother. This period, which was only 3 years after the defeat, was an era of chaos with a baby boom and nationwide poverty. When the police came to the baby shelter, there were 7 children, but 1 had already died, and the rest of the children were in a weak state without even the strength to cry, wearing only 1 underwear even though it was winter. A total of 240 children had been entrusted there, of which from at least 104 to at most of 160 babies had died. If the police officers on patrol had not questioned Nakamura at that time, the number of victims would have increased even more. If the evil couple ran a midwifery center, they could receive baby stock rations from the government and sell them back, so once they took care of the baby, they gave them little food and did not treat any injuries or illnesses of them. Besides, the babies were not bathed, and if possible, they continued to receive rations without reporting the death of the baby. These baby shelter of death did not have enough equipment and staff to care for so many children who were earning money. When Ishikawa had no choice but to report a dead child, they made money by selling even the alcohol they received for the funeral. It was later estimated that the couple earned more than 1 million yen in total by sacrificing the babies. The reason why their crimes were kept secret for so long is that Ishikawa benefited from crackdowns on child registration procedures and midwifery sanitation, while frequently paying bribes to ward officials who were supposed to supervise them. However, these accomplices were not punished at all, and even the main culprits received very light punishments compared to their crimes. Perhaps it was because Miyuki, who had excellent business sense, bribed many high-ranking government officials in advance. The surviving babies went to their mothers' homes to be raised, but about half were returned to the orphanage. After the incident, the mothers of the dead babies rushed to the Waseda police station and screamed,
"Kill that witch! Let me meet the demonic Miyuki."
Meanwhile, Miyuki had the audacity to blame the mothers for the deaths.
I raised the babies wholeheartedly. Even if the mothers who came to bring the babies was refused, they unreasonably left them. It is natural for such babies to die.
After this incident, the Ministry of Health, Labor and Welfare arranged a national examination for baby shelter and did not qualify them unless they had studied specialized medicine. In April 1949, contraceptive use was permitted, and in June, abortion for economic reasons was permitted. In October 1948, the Tokyo District Court sentenced Miyuki to 8 years in prison and Takeshi to 4 years in prison. This was a very light punishment compared to the crime, but 4 years later, in April 1952, the Tokyo High Court further reduced the sentence, giving Miyuki 4 years in prison and Takeshi 2 years in prison.